The idea of stories, the idea of storytelling or story sharing is not unfamiliar to social work practitioners, and it's certainly there in the literature on codesign and community development. And it's an interesting one, isn't it, to think about. Are the things we write, are the things we talk about stories? I think there's stories threaded through much of the work we do, but it is as well to pay attention to some of the thinking and some of the insights that are there in and about the community development, the wider world's global take on story. And this book that we've looked at frequently with Peter Westoby is really quite phenomenal, and it has the advantage as well for us of having a great writer, Ngozi Achebe, in it, talking about stories and the idea of a news story, and really knocking off centre the concept which she's well known for of the single story. And that for me relates in respect of, as a professional, we can come to something with a set template. And so to resist that urge, to resist the urge to retell, as the book is clear on this, to resist the urge to retell that conventional story, or to be an automatic representative of someone's interests, assume representation without hearing, without listening, without seeking to share stories first, and have multiple stories enter the space. So yeah, I think that's a really good one, and a shift that we need to make to do more listening and responding to people. Hilary Cottam, in her book, which we've sort of flashed up many times, Radical Help, is a good one, and talks about the simple act of making people visible, making the invisible visible. And yeah, I remember this great book, it's up on the shelf somewhere, about social work, the invisible trade. And I think there is a lot about social work that is can be a mystery, really, and that's part of why set templates and stereotypes predominate about the profession, perhaps. John Berger, to give you a final one on stories, he's a favourite writer of mine, and he talks about the complexity of stories, and stories become complex, and that idea of this traversing a lateral story is actually not possible anymore. And that really sparks for me ideas about the intersection of stories and the complexity of people's lives. And our stories must be broad, they must be deep, they must tell of experience, of travails and successes, of small and tender things, of the emotional and the material, and of shared vision. They will keep the human in view, so we no longer talk about units or caseloads, so that the work of help is not the work of a battle on the front line. And so what we will design will change accordingly. Yeah, that's good, isn't it? Guess who that is? That's not me. That's Hilary Cottam in the book Radical Help. So that's New Story.